I'm really literally sitting on the street, real street food. Hello everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm Dan, I'm in Shanghai, China right now. And today we are going in deep into the alleys and streets of Shanghai to try some of the best street foods in Shanghai. Just to name a few, we're gonna try the scallion pancake, leek and egg pancake, fried pork skewers, fried pork chop, soup dumplings, pastries, and a ton of traditional Shanghainese dessert. And we're gonna try so much more amazing street food. Make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss any of these. Oh, and by the way, this is only part 1 of our street food tour. So please do me a favor and click that subscribe button so you get notified when part 2 is released. Okay, ready? Let's go! Alright guys, we're gonna start our day with the traditional Shanghai pancake. And I've got two different types of pancake here. First is a baked scallion pancake. Let me take it out and let show you guys. Wow, this is really crispy. Looking very nice. I'm really literally sitting on the street, real street food. Still nice and hot. You can taste that crunchy, crispy, flaky shell, and the inside is still tender and moist. Also, the scallion flavor really comes through. Very nice, still hot. Another one is leek and egg pancake. I like this a lot, full of the leek aroma and flavor. Wow, egg in there just adds a little soft, eggy flavor to it. Very nice. This will be really phenomenal if the crust is crispy right out of the grill. Happy way to start a day. Guys, we're at our second location. This time we can sit in. What we have here, these are small wontons. And these small wontons, they are not the regular small wontons. The pork and scallop inside. The small wonton being small, they have quite a bit of skin and a little meat on top. In the soup, they also have sliced egg and some scallions in a clear soup broth. Okay, let me give you a try on the soup first. Nice umami, mild, savory soup. Now let me try to add some more flavors into the soup. We'll start with vinegar. Just a little drizzle of vinegar. That might be too much. And some hot chilies. Hot chilies actually looks amazing. I added a little bit too much of vinegar, so it's a little overpowering. This small wonton. That skin is really tender and soft. It sort of just melts away with slight chew to it. And when you bite into that meat, the filling, you taste that pork along with full of the umami from the scallop. Wow, it's really quite a sensation. This tiny little wonton is packed with big flavors. Of course, traditional Shanghainese restaurant, they got to have their soup dumplings. Look at that. Wow. These soup dumplings are gigantic. So first, we're gonna break a little hole on the dumplings and sip that soup. Sweet, juicy, porky and meaty soup. Man, it's incredibly meaty. This has got to be the meatiest, porkiest dumplings I ever tried. The skin is very thin, a little chewy. Pork filling is just exploding in your mouth. You can taste there's the mixture of fat and lean meat, so it's really porky and really juicy. It's a sensation out of this world. Wow. Almost forgot, guys. We're gonna try this with the vinegar and the spicy sauce. Let's give it a try. Recommend it, guys. On top of that sweet, savory, meaty pork, now you get the hint of that vinegar, sourness, and then the kick from the spicy chilies. Hey, highly recommend it. That was very good soup dumplings. Let's go for our next stop. Alright guys, we're on our third location, and this location is called 老街小食. Basically, the English translation is Old Street Snacks. They're famous for their fried pork skewers, sticker, but instead of dumplings, they have wonton. They're also famous for their fried pork char. So let's give it a try. The past stickers are here. Guys, look at the skewer, fried pork skewer. Wow, gigantic plate of fried pork chop. Also pretty good, pretty big. Let's try the pasticker first. They are fried on both sides. Actually, pretty much a pasticker, and you can really taste that shepherd's purse flavor in there. It's porky, meaty, and quite juicy compared to a regular pasticker. It's a little bit more skins. Let's try it with the vinegar. That vinegar definitely adds vinegary sourness to it. Very nice. Now let's get to the fried meat. Fried pork skewer and fried pork chop. They're very famous for this. Signature street food of Shanghai. Can't wait. Really nice. The outside is slightly crunchy, but the breading is really thin. Just give you that slight crunchiness. But when you bite into it, wow, the meat is super tender and it's really juicy too. A little savory with a little bit of the seasoning they put on top. I think a little cumin, a little chili flakes, a little salt. Very nice. Now let's try the fried pork chop. You see it's relatively thick and with the thin crust on top. The crust looks really flaky and crunchy. Amazing. The outside skin is really crunchy, and when you bite into it, the meat is just super tender. I don't know what they did to the pork. Man, it's just so tender and juicy. And you can taste that meaty, savory taste from the pork. It's so satisfying, a mouthful of that tender pork with that crunchy outside. Wow. On this bite, I also get a little bit of that fat on the edges of the pork chop. Oh, just a flavor bomb. I went and get some spicy soy sauce. This is what Chinese eat with their pork chop. The spicy sauce, not spicy at all, but it's really savory. Adds another layer of flavor to it. Very nice. Alright guys, I'm here with my camping chair again on the street. I have here Shindo Gao. It's a traditional Chinese pastry. They also give you a nice little gloves. Just a nice little cube. Let's give it a try. This is amazing. When you first bite into it, the outside is really thin and crunchy. Right after the crunchiness, you get into a layer of soft, gooey, almost like mochi-like layer. And then that gigantic egg yolk, a little salty, very eggy, just very nice salted egg yolk flavor. Wow. And also on the side there's a little wrapping, so give that sweetness. Oh, this is my kind of dessert. Off the hook. This is seriously a calorie bomb. But what the heck? Let's try a different one. This is sweet, outside is crunchy, just like the other one. There is like the mochi-like layer, and then inside you get to that sort of like egg custard mochi. It's not really a melting egg custard, but it's really sweet, a little eggy, a little egg yolk flavor in there. But I gotta say, the one with that big egg yolk inside tastes better, but it's still pretty nice. Oh. Alright guys, our next location. This location has been around here for 145 years. They started out in 1875 and they're very, very famous for the most authentic and traditional Shanghai desserts. That's what I got here. These are green balls, but they're made of Chinese herb aicao. It's very seasonal. They will only be available for a couple of months, probably from March to May. It's almost towards the end of this. And I got two different flavors. One is with red bean, another one with pork floss and egg yolk. The one with red bean. Let's give it a try. The outside is like mochi, sticky, chewy, but a little gooey. But I think this has been sitting outside for a while, so the outer surface is a little hard, not as soft as it can be. But the inside red bean paste, on point. Really flavorful. You can taste that red bean aroma. Sweetness is just right. Well, I've got to say, this is not the best quality I have ever tried. You can check out my other video at the dim sum place at Green Boys of the Char. But this is still pretty nice. And for the next one, we're gonna try it with pork floss and egg yolk. You can see it's packed with that golden pork floss and egg yolk. This is really flavorful. The pork floss mixed in with the egg yolk, a little moist but still a little crunchy, and that very fine granular texture of the egg yolk, salted egg yolk, just amazing. The green skin has been sitting around for a little too long. It's a little bit hard already, but it's still very chewy, mochi-like texture. Pretty nice. Guys, finally time for fried dumplings and pot stickers. And this place is tiny, but it's near People's Square, and they've been around for ages and ranked among top 10 for pot stickers in Shanghai. Let's give it a try. We have our fresh pot stickers and fried dumplings here, fresh off the pan. Gigantic pot stickers, some sesame and some scallion on top, and the bottom is really crispy and crunchy. Packed with juices and flavor. Really savory, porky, meaty juices. And that skin is just so crunchy on the bottom and slightly chewy on top. They're just really meaty. When you bite into it, that juice just explodes. Hey, this is amazing. Now, let's try the fried dumplings, shenjian. You can see it's generously coated with scallion on top, some sesame, and the bottom is golden brown. It's really crunchy. Wow, it's packed with soup. Wow, look at that. Man, this flavor tongue right there in that spoonful of goodness. Pork fillings, nice, meaty, and very juicy. The meat is really simple taste. You're tasting that pure sweetness of that pork. Nice, nice. Overall, I think it's definitely top quality. Staying simple to the tradition. Top notch. I think this is the last stop for our Shanghai street food tour, and we're gonna end it with a cooling ice jello. And to be honest, this is actually a famous Sichuan dessert. On top, I think they have some of these glutinous rice, big chunks of ice jello, and they have sticky rice bowl, white fungus. Let me first try the fermented glutinous rice. Nice fermented, a little alcohol-like taste. You get a little texture from the rice, the sticky rice ball. Like boba, a little chewy, soft, very nice texture. Hey, let's try the white fungus. Slightly sweet, really smooth and silky texture, a little gelatiny. The ice jello, really refreshing. It's really just jello-like, soft jello texture, pressed with your tongue and just break it apart, smashed in a way. And it's still really bouncy, and the brown sugar syrup is really mild in sweetness, but it has that special brown sugar flavor. There's something about the ice jello that's so refreshing. It's not very sweet. That fermented glutinous rice really gives that fermented flavor into that brown sugar syrup. Oh, finish it. Such a nice ending to the Shanghai street food tour. Alright, now I feel like I need to go home and take a nap. And if you like this video, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button, because there's so much more amazing street food in Shanghai that we are going to try. Click that subscribe button so you get notified when the part 2 is released. Okay, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Bye.